Hey, good evening everyone, welcome back to the channel. Had a good day today myself. I actually was able to, and something I wouldn't have done this early, but find myself a camera upgrade. So I've been in love with my T6S since I got it. It's been great for me to get back acclimated to DSLRs since an early Nikon I had, you know, in the early 2000s and rocked on with that. It's been great for me to learn in, and this T6S has been everything I've hoped of it, but I got really an offer I couldn't refuse on kind of a bundle deal, so I figured why not move up to the Canon 80D. That being said, this is going to be another unboxing and initial impressions review, and I'll kind of give you an overview here, so let's get it started. I already did a pre-unboxing just so I don't fumble through some of the packaging, so you may not see that, but everything comes with a very sturdy, you know, bubble wrap and thick pressing like that, so quality's going to be good there. But you get your instruction manuals like always that no one really reads because we all learn stuff from YouTube and other guides. Battery charger. One thing I like about this battery charger is it's going to be able to show you the different, I guess, notifications for percentage, you know, so 0, halfway, 75%, 100%. I really like that just because of the simple fact, you know, it was a guessing game with this T6S. I kind of just plugged it in, waited until the light changed. So this is going to be a little better idea, and then going forward, I know that there's a little more compatibility in battery. So speaking of that, the battery in the 80D is backwards compatible. The only change with the new model of the LPE6 battery, it's the LPE6N. It's got more capacity. So more capacity means more shots, more video, more fun before you gotta change batteries. So moving on to the next accessory, of course, is that battery. It's gonna be your rounded edge battery that everyone's used to. I will recommend a big thing, whenever you're at Best Buy or any place that price matches, price match Amazon, because Best Buy's got this thing for 99 bucks all day, and you price match Amazon, you're gonna save 35. So this was 99. I walked out the door $64.95 today, and for an extra battery, if you're looking to still buy name brand or, you know, compatibility wise, that's gonna be the way to go until you drop off to some of the, like the DigiPower and things like that. This is one thing I'm really excited for, since I am doing more video, is the new lens. So I really enjoyed the 18-135 lens that was able to come with the T6S kit. Now this is an upgraded lens, so you can't really argue with anything that's upgraded or new as long as it works better, and from everything I've seen it has worked better. So this you'll see is the Nano Usm. Basically what that means is they found a way for the ultrasonic motor to be even quieter. There are diagrams of this on the Canon page and things like that, so I'm not going to go into the details of it. Basically, this lens feels heavier, feels more durable, and if it runs quieter while I'm shooting some video in autofocus, it's a win all the way around when it comes in the kit. So basically it's still 18-135. You've got your autofocus, your stabilizer, and your lock, but what you'll notice, the big change, and you're going to see that on the bottom here, that contact pad right there. Basically what that allows you, and it's the first time you're going to be able to have this accessory, of course it is separate, but you can attach an external motor to do your focusing motor, your autofocus motor, and that basically renders the autofocus completely silent. Plus it gives you a little more responsiveness, and that is something I see myself getting further down the road, but having the capability is pretty nice. So set that down there. Strap, as always, that I won't use. They're just not big enough. And then of course here is the body. So the body of the camera, just initially picking it up, and especially when you're maybe used to a more entry-level camera, like if you had a, you know, a T3i or a Nikon 3200, 3300, what have you, you can tell there's a little more heft in the body of this camera. I can feel it here when I'm grabbing from the side, but I do like that because having bigger hands, I definitely don't mind being able to wrap around a little better. Now, one thing I did like on the T6S was this abrupt front here, because it's got a little lip that wraps around your hand and your finger there. But it goes in deep enough to where you can walk around. I've walked around all day just holding a camera like this, no strap, on a 3-mile day hike at a park or something like that, and it's not a problem. You'll notice the display on top here has a wider, better readout. Everything is broken up to where you can have your controls and they're a little easier to see. They're not all crammed in a smaller LCD like the T6S. The T6S is great because the T6i doesn't even have an LCD. So if you're not trying to find everything on the back screen, T6S is still a great option, but this is an improvement. More visibility always helps. Now on the back, some of the changes, a lot of people don't like the D-pad in here in the wheel. I actually like it a little better than the T6S just because it is raised up a little bit. It's gonna be easier for me to find and change some of the settings, you know, more from up here to where I'm not having to worry about doing it on the back side. I like the lock lever going up and down versus left and right. This is a little easier for me to do without looking to make sure I have my hand on it. The viewfinder is a true 100%. So although the 70D is 98%, that 2% does make a difference because now basically what you see is what you get. So that's gonna be awesome for whatever you're shooting. Same old controls over here. Going past the T6S, one thing that is gonna be different is up here on the shoulder, the start-stop button, you'll notice on some of the other models, it's just a toggle button. It'll be a little camera picture, and if you press it, it toggles between the viewfinder being on the LCD screen or starting your video. I like that there's an actual tactile switch here to change from camera mode to video mode, and then one start-stop button. Super easy to use, especially with some of the other videos I do where I need someone else to run the camera. There's not as much explaining. And then you'll notice over here on the left shoulder, it's just a simple off-on button, on-off button, what have you. And you have one more customizable setting. So that is pretty cool. As I learn and continue to do more, that's gonna be a big benefit. But the last thing for me to round out the initial impressions is gonna be this left-hand side here. So I'm doing more video on the channel. I've got a bunch of video in the pipeline, gotta finish editing, uploading. I know that's my fault. I don't really use NFC, but it's here for all the Android users. The big change for me is going to be, aside from the mic, is having a headphone jack. So that means as I'm listening, I can listen to video as I'm shooting it. So I'll be able to make sure the sound's right, everything like that, which would have been a big help earlier because as I first shot this, while I was doing the first unwrapping, my microphone, my external mic, wasn't plugged in all the way, so I had no sound. So this is actually take two, but I would have been able to know that had I had my monitoring headphones in. Last thing is same touchscreen LCD. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Swivels all the way around, so you'll be able to have a good view if you're doing any sort of vlogging or being able to look at what your shot's like if you're in front of the camera. But one enhancement they made is on these ports are at an angle, so as the screen rotates, you're not going to clip any of your cables or anything you have plugged in. So that is going to be an enhancement over my T6S that I have right now. And you know, I'm super excited to use this. Coming up following this video, I am going to have a comparison side by side. So we'll do some sound with, without external mic shots, and then we'll test the autofocus and you guys can really see the difference. So thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Remember, hit that thumbs up, like the video, check out my social media, subscribe to the channel, and look forward to more great videos. Thanks, guys.